The Appellate Division First Department is now in session. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Appellate Division's virtual admission ceremony. Ms. Guerrero, would you please proceed?
May it please the court and good afternoon. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness, am honored to present 34 applicants to the court for admission to the New York State Bar. Each of these applicants has met all of the requirements necessary for admission to the New York State Bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each and every candidate here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant here this afternoon does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York. Therefore, I do hereby move for their admission.
Thank you. Ms. Guerrero, in advance of today's ceremony, my colleagues and I have considered this very important motion to admit these candidates to the bar, and they've authorized me to grant the motion.
Thank you.
As always, Ms. Guerrero, I ask that you please extend the sincerest thanks of the court to the members of the Committee on Character and Fitness for continuing to make such great efforts, particularly under these extraordinary circumstances, to ensure that each of the candidates before us does indeed meet the important requirements of admission to the bar of the state of New York. These committee members work pro bono without compensation, and my colleagues and I truly appreciate their service in helping to keep the admissions process functioning smoothly. So please do thank them. The clerk of the court, Susanna Rojas, will now administer the oath of office.
Good afternoon, Justice Renwick. Good afternoon, candidates. I will administer the oath in the form of a question. At the end, I will ask you to please unmute your microphones and respond by saying, "I do." At this point, I ask that everyone please raise your right hand. I need to see everyone's hands on the screen, please. Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of attorney and counselor at law to the best of your ability? Please unmute your microphone to respond.
I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. You may lower your right hand and please mute your microphone.
I heard a lot of I do's. Congratulations. On occasions as auspicious as these, one of the justices addresses the new attorneys, and today that pleasure falls to my esteemed colleague, Justice Troy Weber. Justice Weber.
Thank you, Justice Renwick. On behalf of my fellow justices, I would like to congratulate the newly admitted attorneys. I would also like to congratulate their parents, family, and friends who supported them both emotionally as well as financially. Now, traditionally, in the admission ceremony, the justices would proceed into the courtroom. Ms. Guerrero would present the candidates for admission to the court. If the motion was granted, the court officer would ask that the candidates please stand, raise their right hand. Ms. Rojas would deliver the oath, and the officer would then ask the attorneys to be seated. That change in status from candidate to attorney would not be lost on the attorneys nor the audience. Obviously, we would be in our majestic courtroom with its magnificent dome ceiling and the beautiful murals which line the walls, and not in our homes and offices. Please do not think that because we are virtual, that in any way diminishes your accomplishment or your achievements. In fact, what you have achieved in these trying times and what you will continue to achieve is perhaps all the more commendable. You should all be very proud of yourselves, and you should definitely savor the moment with your family and with your friends. Now, I must tell you that when the idea of virtual admissions was first broached, almost 2 years ago now, it was met by skepticism by some. As you may have surmised, it required countless hours of planning, technological modifications, and a few miscues. However, we adapted. And that is the beauty and the hallmark of our profession. That is what being an attorney is all about. The ability to adapt, the ability to recognize a problem and find a solution to that problem, the ability to go forward and to, again, to address the issues which are presented to us. These are certainly extraordinary times, and we are all confronted with extraordinary challenges, both professionally and personally. However, we are also confronted with the ability to bring about change and to make a difference. The ability to make our world a safer place for each of us, for our families, and for our individual communities. And when I say we, it is because we are all in it together. We are all there to support, help, and encourage each other. There are many vehicles for making a difference. It may be volunteering to assist those less fortunate who are in need with legal issues. It may be serving as a mentor to current law school students who are facing a myriad of issues, which are multifaceted and which actually have never been faced by law students in the past. It may be by joining a bar association or your college alumni association. The practice of law is certainly in flux. And while this may be frightening and uneasy to many, it is also in many ways exciting. It allows us to think beyond what has been the norm, to explore new and arguably more efficient ways of practicing law. And it allows us to explore what can be and what the practice of law can and should be. Now, with the oath you have just taken also comes a set of principles and obligations that now becomes a part of your life forever, whether you remain a practicing attorney or not. For the rest of your days, you and your actions will be judged in light of your education and your status as a member of this profession. And while many may see this as a burden, it is also an honor. As Thurgood Marshall stated, each of you as an individual must pick your own goals. Listen to others, but do not become a blind follower. Do not wait for others to move. Move yourself. When you see wrong, inequality, or injustice, speak out. As you are probably all aware, today, February 14th, is Valentine's Day. What you may not also be aware of is the fact that it is also the birthday of Frederick Douglass. Douglass was an African-American social reformer, abolitionist, orator, writer, and statesman. He was born into slavery in 1817 or 1818. As he was born a slave, there was no accurate record of his birth. According to historians, Douglass decided to celebrate his birthday on February 14th. He stated the reason was that his mother often referred to him as her little Valentine. In one of his many writings, Douglass stated the following: "I prefer to be true to myself, even at the hazard of incurring the ridicule of others, rather than to be false and to incur my own abhorrence." So, attorneys, be true to yourselves. Plunge deeply. Make that decision to try. You all bring fresh ideas and talents to a noble and great profession. Again, my congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Justice Weber. This admission ceremony is now concluded. Congratulations again. Court is adjourned.
Thank you to the justices and the clerk of the court. They can all log off now, and I will stay with the newly admitted attorneys.